So the other day I was flipping through Instagram, just checking out, I don't know, I was just trying to do something mindless, I think. Because I felt kind of like that little kid screaming, that was me. I was having one of those days. And I saw a mom, it was a mom with 3 children, starting to talk about what it's like to be a mom with 3 children now that they're all back in school. Right? So she was talking about how summer kind of shifted into now she's just full bore. You know, the treadmill that we're kind of always on sped up once school started. And so she was running hard and running fast, and she was talking about how she had to get the kids to where they were going, from school to this, to that, to this, to that, to home, to cook, to make, to do. And I was tired just listening to her. And then she said, and she was trying to keep it light, she said, and I just need a break. And I'm just looking for the weekend where I can spend some time with my friends and not have to be expected to do anything. And she said it kind of way funnier than I just said it. But behind all that, you could kind of feel the weariness of life, of her life. And I thought, you know what she needs? And isn't that great when you know what somebody else needs? I thought, she needs Sabbath. Sabbath. You know what Sabbath is? Okay, let me remind you of something that Jesus said in Mark's gospel once. Just to remind you, just to pique your interest about Sabbath. Jesus said to these people who it felt like kind of in a similar place to this mom. He said to them, the Sabbath was made to meet the needs of people. The Sabbath was made to meet the needs of people, and not people to meet the requirements of Sabbath. The Sabbath was made to meet the needs of people, and not people to meet the requirements of Sabbath. See, because that's the difficulty with what happened with Sabbath. As we got authorities over Sabbath, and then they started telling everybody what you are allowed to do and not to do on Sabbath, which defeats the whole purpose. Because Sabbath was made to help human beings be more fully human. Sabbath was made to help human beings be more fully human. Because when we're living our life like the mom, and running is just part of life, but when that's all there is, when all there is accomplishment and production, and we value ourselves based on those things, when that's all there is, we're more like machines than we are like people. So Sabbath breaks in to say stop. Stop, and here's the thing. Sabbath for me is unstructured time where you don't have to produce or accomplish anything. And you get to pick. Sabbath was made for the needs of human beings, not human beings for the requirements of Sabbath. It's for you. It's a gift. It's for me. It's a gift. So do whatever you want. But pay attention to what you do. Nobody gets to come in and tell you, well, you can do this, but you can't do that, but you can do this, but you can't do that, right? No matter how much I want to do that for you. You get to pick. And so I'll give you an example of something I heard the other day. Then this might not fit your idea of Sabbath, but it sure fits mine. So there's this guy, a man, very busy job, very big job, works all the time. But he also finds time to coach Little League Baseball. And while coaching Little League Baseball, he one of his players was getting brought to his attention. Because, number one, he wasn't playing as well as the coach thought he could play. He really knew he was better than what he was doing. And then number two, all the other kids on the team were saying, you know, he's just getting in a lot of trouble. Getting in trouble at school, spends more time in the principal's office than in class. And everybody was just about ready to give up on this guy because he was so annoying. But the coach said, you know what he needs? He needs more baseball. And so this busy guy with a big job and a big life went and picked this kid up one day. I don't even know what the day was, but he just went and picked him up and for 1 hour straight pitched to him. And that's Sabbath. For me it is. Unstructured time where you're not expected to accomplish anything. And in this instance, the coach it wasn't about the pitching, it wasn't about the hitting, it was about the kid and the coach. Sabbath was made for us. And if you can't find like a whole day to do it, then how much can you find each day? It's for you. Do with it what you will. I think that's good news. Amen.